Hello, and thank you for choosing the Roosta Show. This is Rooster Jones, your host. That you just absolutely adore, and just the fact. And so, don't need to fact check that. Today we have Sex Gang Children, uh, most excellent band that's been around forever, and I know they've gone through many different people and members, and but that's all right. That's all good. They still remain the same. So, hello, my
How
friend.
you doing, man? Sorry about
Hey,
that. We
Jerome,
had
man,
some
nice to
issues
have
down
you.
here.
Welcome to the Rooster Show.
How you doing, man?
Doing great. So you get ready to go play a gig, huh?
Yeah, we're doing a show tonight, Ivory Blacks in Glasgow. It's like the last show of this jaunt we've been on. We were at Dundee last night and we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Gateshead the night before that. So we've just been on this jaunt, finishing up this year. We did Leipzig, we've played in Athens, we've done Poland, we've done a lot. So it's we're just preparing for next year's onslaught, you know.
Gotcha. Well, you are a busy boy. You've been like in a bunch of different bands. Uh,
Right.
yeah. So I mean, gosh, what gives you all this energy? What gives
I
you
don't
this
have any
drive?
energy. I don't have any energy. It just
Okay, fake energy. What gives you this fake energy?
yeah, it's just it's I can't do anything else. I've tried doing 9 to 5 jobs, and I just can't. Music's the only thing I can do. That's like literally it. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I can't cook, I can't clean, I can't do
That's
nothing, but I can play music. So, I
right.
can do something.
You play any other instruments besides the guitar?
Yeah, I play a bit of keys. I can play a bit of bass.
Okay,
I
wonderful.
played bass with Sylvain when he was coming here to
Okay.
play um, to do a tour. It was me on bass, Gary from the Libertines on drums, and Sylvain from the New York Dolls on guitar and vocals. I think
Damn.
David Johansen was going to do it, but like bailed. I think like they fell out or something. So you know how it
Damn.
goes.
What got you into sex gang children?
Do you know what? I was a fan when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
So
me
when I was,
too.
yeah, when I was
I'm
about,
52.
I'm 46. So when I first heard them was at this club, this underground club at the time called Slimelight, which now everyone knows about. But back in the 90s, when I was a young teenager, um, like it was all through word of mouth. There's no adverts for it. This is before social media, right?
Yes, sir.
So we go down to this place and you had to get someone to sign you in. And if you didn't look right, they wouldn't let you in. So you had to really dress up and make an impression. And I remember going in there and I saw this girl dancing to Dichi on the dance floor.
Yes.
And she had like this amazing feathers in her hair, this black corset, and she was gyrating to Dichi, right? And this girl actually ended up becoming my girlfriend.
Oh no.
Yeah. So in a weird way, everything kind of comes to fruition when you least expect it, right? So
Yes,
I
it
went to
does actually.
DJ. I said, I want to know what that song is,
Yeah,
and he said, oh,
exactly.
it's Sex Gang Children, it's Dichi. And then I went
Damn.
down to the record store. I think it was like maybe the next day I went there and I got a 12-inch copy of it. And yeah, I've been a fan ever since. But I met
Yeah.
Andy in the late 80s. I just come back from doing a tour and I met him and he was looking for people. Then we were sort of in each other's orbit. And then
Yeah.
just literally in 2020, they came to me and they said, okay, we'd like you to play on the new record and we'd like you to join. So that was great. But then of course, pandemic came in and,
Yes.
so we didn't get to do much
You're a brilliant
really.
addition, by the way. You're a
Huh?
wonderful addition. You're a
Thank you,
wonderful
man. Thank
addition.
you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Love you part of it. Yes.
Thank you. It was nerve-wracking, because the fans, they expect a certain lineup sometimes. But I
Yeah.
think as time's gone on, I've become more accepted now as a guitarist, which is nice.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Mm,
awesome. You bring your own ambience to it, your own dimension of guitar playing. You know, I mean that. Yeah, it's just I don't know how to describe your sound, but it is brilliant. It is wonderful. I know you work with many different people, like Daltrey, all kinds of people. I
yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
you really have like a big thing going for you. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, I
Thank you
mean,
very
you
much,
worked
man.
really hard to get where you're at, I'm sure. It's been very tedious. Do you have a family
I do.
that
I
you
kind
have to
I
be away from and all that?
Yeah, well, not so much a family. Like I've got like my mother and my girlfriend, and that's about as much as
Yeah.
my family
But
goes.
the love of your lives, though, the love of your lives. Is it
Yeah, yeah,
hard?
they mean
Is
a
it
lot to
hard?
me.
Is it hard to leave them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
I
is.
get you.
It's actually been really hard on this one, actually. Um,
Ah, that's sorry. That
Particularly,
sucks.
yeah,
That's
yeah, I miss them a lot.
yeah,
Yeah,
I get you.
yeah.
Okay, is there anything in the goth scene, traditionally wise, that you would hate to see leave?
Hmm. Um,
I mean,
I would,
speaking as old school goths here, man,
yeah.
something that we would hate to see leave the goth scene.
Well, I would really hate it if like if the DJ stopped playing like stuff like Death in June, or if they stop playing, they stop
Yeah,
playing like
I love that.
the good
I
shit,
love it.
It's like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, I remember at one point during the 90s there was this terrible edition of like glow sticks and like ultraviolet shit, which I just couldn't get down with. It
No,
seems to have
no.
faded out a little bit, but yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Like I
I
couldn't,
do.
yeah, like all these glow sticks and day glow stuff. I'm not into all that, and that seemed to sort of, this kind of techno thing seemed to take over for a little while. But you can't keep death rock down, so yeah,
No, you can't. You can't. Definitely you
yeah,
can't. That's Death Rock's my definite true love. Back in the day with LA, where it was Helter Skelter and all that, those clubs back in the '90s. Oh, I loved them. Those were the ones I went to, and those were my love. I mean, I had one every day of the week. I
Did you
mean, I
ever
was
see
always
Christian
seeing my
Death?
people. No, I never see Christian Death. No,
Yeah, I
no,
think they
no, I
played
did
Helter
not.
Skelter, right?
I'm not, huh?
I
It
think they
was
played
help.
Helter Skelter
Yeah,
at one
yeah.
point.
I'm sure they probably did. It's probably a day I had to call in sick. I loved it though, man. Control Factory and Perversion, and I love all those out there. Anyways, what I'm saying is, you become part of the scene so much that it's part of your life. It's a part of your soul. You're part of your
Yeah,
blood. You can see that with you, and that you have a passion for it. And that's
yeah,
something that I don't want to see ever die. I mean, that's what we're here to just let it live forever. I mean, that joy that you have, for your fans, and because I mean, you're a fan of the scene too. You are a
right.
fan of Sex Gay Children, but here you are now a member. How does that? Do you feel that you're helping to add to
Yeah,
the tradition of Sex Gang, or are
yeah,
you
absolutely.
bringing your own twist to it? Do you feel?
Well, what was really important to me was to make, always in whatever band I play in, is to sound as near to the record as I can on stage. And I noticed,
Respect.
like, and this is not like me speaking ill of anyone else who's been in a band, but I felt a certain cinematic quality to their music kind of
Yes.
left for a certain period of time. Not this. It's just something that I felt that I've been able to add back, perhaps.
Got it.
Um, Give it a more of a cinematic feel. I mean, everything about their music is cinematic to me, and my influences are very cinematic, from Hitchcock to Hammer
Gotcha.
films.
It
You
is.
know,
It is very dramatic. honestly, yeah, cinematic and yes, definitely.
So
His
like
vocals are
I hope to
just
bring that
amazing.
back, like
Yeah,
the certain kind of cinematic quality to the work. And
gotcha.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
I
That's
hope
wonderful.
that's what I bring on, because that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve, is to give people a feeling of some kind of like resonance,
Yeah,
some kind of
respect for the for that sound that they already established.
yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah,
think particularly with the Song of Legend tour last year, it was really important to remind people of what that was all about, what that record was about, the importance of that record, and the songs on there. And
yes.
that was a great tour. We played the 100 Club. We did audio in Glasgow, and it was just every night was absolutely fucking amazing. So I'm always very grateful to play with the bands that I admire or I like. I've been very
Yeah.
lucky to always play with people whose music that I've enjoyed listening to. I've been quite
Yeah.
lucky with that.
What album did you come on?
So I play on Oligarch, which is the last album they put out. And we're gonna start writing the new one probably in the start of next year, I
Hell yeah.
believe.
Wonderful. Brilliant. Man, we'll
Yeah.
have to have the whole gang back for the new album. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Get everybody
definitely.
together.
That would be
Seriously,
awesome.
we'll do a promo on it and you guys can talk about every track and all
That would be
that.
great. I'd love to do that, man. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome. You guys are
Thank
always
you very
welcome
much,
here.
man.
My
Thank you.
home is your home.
All right.
Yeah, that's right, man. I hear about keeping the scene alive, man. We need each other, man. You do your
It's
part
really
on the stage.
important.
I do my show, as to keep it alive. So tell me about
Absolutely.
your dead cuts.
Dead cuts, yeah.
Tell
Well,
me
that
about
formed,
that. I
yeah,
noticed you had Dark is the Night.
mhm,
Yes,
yeah.
that was in 2014.
Then we did Hit on All Sixes after that, which had people like John Perry from The Only Ones playing guitar on it. We had
Cool.
Charlotte Glasson, who plays with Nick Cave, and
Oh,
Raven Bush, who is Kate Bush's nephew. So it's pretty cool. We had some cool people play on that record. But unfortunately, Mark passed away in 2021 in January
ah,
as we were completing the new record, which I'm trying to finish up at the moment, which is called Reveal the Love. We
gotcha.
went into the Kinks studio, which is down in London, called Conk Studios, and we went in there. And then
Gotcha.
unfortunately, Mark got really sick, and he passed in 2021. So this record would be like a tribute to him. And
Yeah.
there's a documentary being made about him at the moment. So I think by then the record should be out, and I'll be able to talk more about it in the documentary. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get together separately for that
Mm,
and have a little
yeah.
tribute to him. Okay.
I'd love that. I mean, I
All
really
right.
miss him. There's not a day that doesn't go by where I'm not thinking about him, or I don't. Yeah, we all really miss him.
Yeah.
Everyone really, really misses that guy.
Oh, respect, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. Okay. This kind of changed. So, as a musician, do you feel this band has taught you to be a better musician?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, when I came in, I kind of, it's not that I lack discipline, because I work hard. I'm willing to work hard, but it certainly tightened me up, because the music is very concise and it has a lot of changes in it. And
It does.
yeah, it keeps me on my toes, definitely. I had to learn a bunch of new stuff for this tour as well. So yeah, I would say so, because some of the parts are really difficult, and you've got to be, you can't be going on stage drunk or stoned or anything.
I
You'll mess up big time if you do that. So I have to really be on my toes here, and like so yeah,
I
that was
get
a new
you.
experience for me.
It's
So,
it's
but
like a gothic boot camp, huh?
Yeah, you believe me, it is. But it's been
He
really good.
is
It's made me a better
he
musician,
yeah,
definitely.
his vocals are very consistent from the beginning. I mean, just he's spot on still.
When
I
we
just
went to do our first rehearsal,
He's
I
amazing.
remember we went in there and I heard his vocal, and I was just like, "My God, it hasn't changed." From the day he
No,
began. Yeah, his voice is incredible.
it's wow.
It's really theatrical, and it has like this kind of
It is.
three three octaves in it, which I've never heard any other singer have. But he's really
Yeah,
got an incredible voice. Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
brilliant. Very brilliant. So, what are some of the lessons you learned as a musician?
Hmm. Um, Always turn up early if you can. Don't be late. People would be surprised at how important that is. Like I've seen really terrible bands just be early and on time, and they do
Yeah,
really well. So there's a lesson there. It's
there is
not
a
always
lesson.
about talent. It's not always about
That's true.
talent. Um, so that's one thing. If I'd say to anyone, be on time, don't be a diva, and just have a passion for what you do. And if you don't, you've no business being there. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I
Yeah.
hear you. Have you worked with any other genres like punk rock as well?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I was in a band called the Scuzzies, and we would tour a lot with Pete Doherty of the Libertines,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, yeah, and
That's awesome. Good
yeah, the
stuff.
Scuzzies was kind of a very sloppy, like CBGB style sounding kind of band. A bit like Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers, that kind of vibe,
Yes,
and
good
that was a lot
stuff.
of fun.
Fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then of course I
that would
played
be.
with Sylvain of the New York Dolls, and when I was playing with Sylvain, we did we did that tour, and I was telling you about earlier, the UK tour and Ireland tour. And it was really good fun, and I kind of learned my punk rock chops there because on the last night we had Glenn Matlock from the Pistols join us on stage at the 100 Club, and we had Clem Burke from Blondie on drums. So that was a really good night that night. That was very cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got my
That's
punk rock 101 right there.
good for you. Good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So this is almost like a dream come true for you, really, all this, because
Yeah,
now you're mingling with rock legends, that also, that you looked up to, and that it's kind of making you complete, I guess, is one way to look at it, huh? Makes you a
well,
complete person, well
thank
rounded
you.
now, because here you are, we part of the crowd, one of the people looking up to here, sex gang children. Now you're part of it,
Yeah,
and it's like now, but also all this other talent that's going on, all this other bands. I mean, like you're doing what you love, and you can definitely tell that it's a definite a part of you that you're leaving everywhere in these projects, you
thank
know,
you, man.
and that's awesome, man. That's good. Good for you
Thanks. Yeah,
for having that, desire to keep it real, and keeping it fresh. How do
thanks.
you
Yeah,
keep it fresh? That's the question, though. How do you keep your music fresh and
I
unique projects?
I think because I've always been more inspired by film than music. So I'm always listening to soundtracks. And in fact, I'm working
Ah,
on a few soundtracks at the moment. I can't say too much about that until the films are completed, but
gotcha.
and I kind of approach music in the same way, like I said earlier, like cinematic. And
Yes.
I love films that have suspense and surrealism and that kind of vibe. So I tried to bring that to music, like with Black Bordello, for example. Um, my sound is kind of similar to the Sex Gang sound, very cinematic. I want it to be haunting. I want people to, get goosebumps and stuff when they hear that stuff.
And yeah, I
You
was
know.
going to ask about that band too. Tell me about that project if you don't mind. Just elaborate a little bit. And oh, Folks, I think he accidentally hit the escape button. So right. He'll be right back.
You know about him.
Hi, honey.
You think you know a lot. You talking?
I'm sorry. I'll stop saying that. Hello. I'm Johnny Cash. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got raptured. We will never know. He's okay. Um, how you doing? This yeah, it's he's doing it on his phone. It's just yeah, a lot to edit out of this. Busy boy. Got like 5, 6 projects going on. He's even got the cool rock star hair going too, all over the place. It's like crazy hair chicken. It's really cool.
Yeah. Doing something you like, it doesn't seem like, yeah, you say he's busy with all the stuff, but. That one,
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all good.
This place is like the worst internet ever. So I met Sienna in there was like a local musicians hangout called Skians, which is like this Irish pub down in South London.
Sounds good.
And I met her and I heard her voice and I just like I want to play music with you. So that's basically how it happened. Um, and then I ended up playing on this track called Proof Rock on the first record. And then I didn't really join until 2021 around Halloween. They asked me if I'd play with them on stage, and then it went from there. You know, well, we just put out the album White Bardo, which is it's some of my best work. I feel I'm really proud of that record. So
Awesome.
we just Did
you have lessons? By the way,
yeah, I did for about a few years, and then like. I wish I kind of stuck with it because there's so much more I'd like to know, like that I didn't learn. And
yes.
I basically kind of just use I can't read music, so I use my ears, But if I hear a song once or twice, I can pick it up pretty quickly.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
So I had lessons when I was about
chords, tabs.
Just my ears.
Like that. Just your ears. Wow. Okay. That's brilliant. That's awesome. Do you actually write music with lyrics and all that as well?
Not so much now, but usually because the lyricists that I write with are a lot better at writing lyrics than I am. But now, I write all my own guitar parts in Black Bordello. Yeah.
Okay. Are you vocalist in that?
No, no, I'm the guitar player for that band.
Do you? I mean, do you? Is there a project where you're a vocalist? I thought I
No,
saw you screaming into a mic somewhere.
yeah, well, Dead Cuts, I was the backing vocalist, and in
Okay.
Scuzzies, I was the lead singer for that band. But I kind of feel like I don't know, I just feel like I play to my strengths. I'm a much better guitar player than a vocalist.
Do you
You know?
like lead better than rhythm?
Yes. In fact,
Yes. I'm more a rhythm
everything I
guitarist.
do is more lead based. It's more lyrical. There's more melody to what I do. I'm not really a
Gotcha.
chord guy, really. I like the melody. And that's one thing I liked about Sex Gang's guitar style was that it was more melodic than straight up chords,
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense, actually. I never really thought about that, but yes, I do. I don't know.
It's more
I'm kind
interesting
of,
to play.
yeah. That'll be, yes. It's more artistic. It's more it's you can explore different avenues. When you're instead of having to stay with the chords. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You can explore all over the place. You can
And
go high to lows. You can be everywhere. You can be
that's
whatever
it.
you want to be.
I like it like I was
Good
saying,
ways.
to keep it cinematic is really important to me. Because
Yeah.
that's where it all comes from for me. Like when I remember actually when I was a kid and I was watching Hammer films with my grandparents, and I'd listen to the soundtracks and I'd think, I want to do something like this. The soundtrack I'm hearing, I want to get that kind of sound, but through the guitar.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I've been experimenting a lot with keyboard pedals that I've recently got these synth pedals just to give it
Okay.
that extra kind of dimension, like
Gotcha.
yeah, and lots of reverbs and delays
Yeah.
to keep it
Yeah, I
interesting.
understand. Well, that's true. I mean, because especially, yeah, I like to write lyrics as well and write music. I love it. So I understand exactly what you're trying to say. What you're trying to get out inside, get on paper,
Yeah,
or get through the strings, through the amp. How do you do that? I mean, sometimes it is tough. It's something that needs to be done because it needs to be played because
yeah,
it's from inside you and it needs to come out.
yeah. A lot of the times
It's
when I'm writing
guitar
something,
play is just like words. You know,
yeah,
we
a
we
lot of
get
times when
we
I'm
get touched
writing
by the
something,
melody.
that's it. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm writing something, I just shut my eyes and I won't even look where I'm playing on the net, and I'll just like go to wherever my like fingers
Yeah,
guide me and stuff. Um,
I
Nigel,
get
can
you.
you close the door? Is that all right? Sorry, I'm just getting the door closed.
It's all
I can
right.
hear the band upstairs. But thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my brother Nigel over there. Wave, Nigel.
hey, cheers.
That's brother Nigel. He's my companion on this tour.
That's
Yeah.
badass. That's awesome. So um so you're part of creating the new music you said? Like
Sorry, say that
they
again.
you're part of this being a part of this new uh album that you guys are creating right now?
Oh,
Is it
for
more
what?
EP or
Oh
or
well,
full length
it's
album?
very early days yet, but we've been talking about writing. I've got a few things
Oh,
written
okay.
and prepared for that. We'll probably talk about that at the end of the tour, and then I know next year we got some dates in Europe that we're going to go back out to Europe again.
So you
Um,
got 2025 pretty booked up?
yeah, I mean, what's great about we played Leipzig this year at Wave Gothic Treffen, which was nuts. So I've met people from Mexico City, which had like sex gang children
Yeah.
tattoos. People that some couple flew from South Africa. Like it's mad. I didn't realize
Wow.
how wide the fan base is.
Oh my
Until
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really big fan base. So it's
You,
like,
you can't be gothic and not like Sex Gang Children, man. Seriously. I mean, it's just it goes hand in hand.
that's
You
it,
know,
man. It's really exciting to see it.
it's
Yeah.
great to be a part of it, I bet.
Yeah,
You're
and
living a
part of,
dream that other people want to be a part of, man. You know, that's pretty cool. Very cool.
yeah, man,
So,
it's fun.
anything you like to say to your fans?
No, I think they've heard it all before. But just I'll be out playing again soon, and at the end of this tour, I go back out on the road, Black Bordello, and they know where to find me. You know, Facebook's
Gotcha.
probably about the one place where I linger most.
Brilliant. It's a pleasure, really, actually getting to meet you finally and to talk to you. I'm glad
Thank
this
you,
worked
man.
out. And how long till you go on?
Well, this is the last night, which and then I go back, and then I think I've got a few dates at Black Bordello, and then I can put my feet up.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful night. May I don't want you to break a leg, but break a leg. Go out there, kick
Thank you very
some
much.
ass. Yeah, do
Nice
what you
one,
do,
man.
and give my love to everyone else. You guys are always welcome, and we'll
Thank
talk
you.
later about get together about with everybody after
That'd be
that.
great.
And all that and promote it. But
Brilliant.
bless you.
Thanks a
And
lot, brother. Take
you
care.
know it. Always here to
Nice one.
promote. Always here to help. And
Thank you.
Sex Gay Children right here. And I appreciate you. Take care, Jerome.
Take care, brother. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Tenderly